These days, a lot of people are scared to talk about diversity or don't even know how to for reasons like offending someone or talking about a sensitive subject or being portrayed as a racist. But really, diversity isn't even about that.
I think diversity is the inclusion and acceptance of people with people with disabilities, different sexualities, different genders, races, ethnic backgrounds, that sort of thing.
Diversity isn't even something to be afraid of. Seriously, recognizing someone's differences is way better than ignoring them. Plus, it helps our community become a safer space.
We all have differences, but instead we shouldn't let that, make it divide us, but rather unite us, It should help us create a stronger community and say that, we're all different, but here we are as a community standing up for what we believe in.
So, how can you talk about diversity in a safer, inclusive way? According to our experts, the most important thing is to have an open mind.
When talking about identities, I think it's always important to start with I statements. So making sure that you're sharing your opinion so that people aren't feeling attacked, right? So, and also just have an open mind. So when you're speaking on issues of diversity, taking the time to also sit back and not just, maybe be adamant about your opinions, but also have an open mind when speaking about these issues.
I think we can talk about it really openly and try to accept everybody and listen to different people's opinions even if we don't agree with them, but still have constructive but not damaging conversations about it.
I think that first of all, it's important to know that when you're talking about diversity, we can all be harmful, and so to be mindful of how you could be harmful is to think about things before you say them as best you can, but also know that if you're entering into a conversation about diversity, you're human too, and there's going to be fumbles along the way in these conversations. It's a learning process.
I think it's important to challenge people on issues of diversity, but in a way that's respectful. So using appropriate language and not attacking others.
So just because you think you know something about somebody or somebody's culture, you don't assume, you ask, you come at it at a curious place.
You have to show them that you have good intentions and that you're just trying to help out your community. But if you do end up offending someone and someone, tells you that, you should probably take that in mind and see how you can, change, your vocabulary or your actions so you can still help the community without hurting others.
Diversity is something that we need to be able to talk about. So, if you don't know, now you know. Back to you in the studio.